Okay, who can tell me what skill we've been working on today? Fiona, go ahead. Text and graphic features, excellent. Who can tell me what an example of a text feature is? Nikita. Boldface, excellent. What's another one? Sophia. Italics, and what's one more? Fiona. Capital letters, excellent. Who can give me an example of a graphic feature? A graphic feature, Nikita. Diagrams, and what's the other one? Charts, excellent. So diagrams and charts are graphic features, excellent. So, I'm going to read this to you on page 341. So we're all turning to 341. Go ahead, Sophia, 341. Turn the next page, Amar, 341. I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to be talking about what text feature I see and what graphic feature I see, okay? So, speaking of hip-hop, if you were to ask 5 people to tell you what hip-hop is, you'd probably get 5 different answers. Hip-hop is a way of life that includes the dance style known as breaking or breakdancing. In the 1970s, when rap music was new, hip-hop and breaking were just getting started. Breakdancing is usually performed in public places. Go around, please. Like city sidewalks. It is highly athletic and involves fast jumps, drops, spins, and robotic freezes. Breakdancers can even be seen spinning on their heads. So, I see a graphic feature here of a picture, right? This picture is showing me a person, a boy, doing breakdancing, right? So, I see that in the text, I'm going to underline it for you guys. In the text, it says, it is highly athletic. So highly athletic, right, is telling me that you need to be athletic to be able to do breakdancing. So this person here is holding up his whole body with one arm. So he's strong and he's athletic, right? So was I able to identify the text and graphic features? Yes. Now, for our other part of our success criteria, it's telling us that we need to explain how the visuals are showing me that dance is an art form. So I can see that the dancer is using movements, right? And by using movements, he's being creative and expressing himself through the movements that he's doing. So that's showing me that breakdancing is an art form. Does that make sense? So I was able to explain how the visuals show how dance is an art form. I was able to check off both pieces of my success criteria. Make sense? Okay. Now, for the redo, I'm going to do a close read with you, so you're going to fill in my next word, okay? We're going to read about Japanese folk dancing and Los Viejos. So, in Japan, folk dances are often performed at cultural festivals. Japanese folk dancers are known for their slow, graceful movements. Dancing with bent knees and bodies low to the ground. They use objects such as umbrellas, swords, and fans to highlight their delicate movements. Traditionally, a man's dance, the English Morris dance today, is performed by both men and women. Dancers hit sticks together and wave handkerchiefs while they hold their bodies straight upright. Bells worn around the dancer's legs jingle, adding to the rhythm. Good. Now the next section is on the Los Viejos. In Mexico, there are many popular folk dances. The dance called Los Viejos, which means the little old men, is meant to help people stay young and active as they get older. Dancers wear masks and hold canes to make themselves look like old men. They start off slowly, then speed up, dancing with lots of energy. So, there's 2 questions over here. What new information do you learn from the text and graphic features? And how does this show art? So I'm going to have you guys turn and talk. So Nikita and Amar will turn and talk together. And Sophia and Fiona, you guys can turn and talk, okay? Go ahead. Amar, you listening to Kalina?
And they also included the fan, which is also included inside the
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so who can tell me what information did you learn from the text and graphic features given to you? Go ahead, Fiona. What's the text feature that you see? Okay, so the graphic feature is the photo of the Japanese folk dance. And what does the text feature help you with? Go ahead.
The text feature is the label saying Japanese folk dance in case we don't know which dance is which.
Okay, good. So there's 2 labels of the Japanese folk dance and the Los Fietos. So those labels are pointing to the pictures of their costumes, what they wear. Excellent.
They also put fans, which is included in the
Excellent. So give me 1 second. Excellent, Fiona. So we have the fans to highlight their delicate movements. And we see a picture of a fan right here too. So I'm going to actually do that in yellow so you can see it better. The picture of the fan is also stated in the text. So that is connecting to the text and the graphic feature. Good. What other text feature do we notice in that line? What other text feature do we notice in that line? Sophia?
So it's like the word highlight is highlighted.
Good. The word highlight is highlighted. And what is that telling you?
That it's like maybe like a keyword.
It's a keyword. It's an important word, right? And where is that definition?
It's on the bottom.
It's at the bottom, right? So highlight. When you highlight something, When you highlight something, you call attention to it. So if you have a book open, right, and you have something highlighted in your book, are you going to be able to, is your attention going to be drawn to that part? Yes, exactly. So, was I able to identify the text and graphic features? Were you guys able to do that? Yes, so we have the text features of the highlighted word. And then we also have the graphic features of the images, right? Excellent. Now let's go to the Los Fietos part. How does that text and graphic feature connect? Nikita, go ahead.
So the graphic feature that I see is an old man wearing a costume.
Okay, good. So the graphic feature is the old man with the costume. And what text feature in there is connected to that?
It's connected by dancers will mask and hold hands to make themselves look like old men.
Excellent. Dancers wear masks and hold canes to make themselves look like old men. Excellent. So do we see this person in this photo wearing a mask?
Yes.
Yes, so that's connecting to the text feature. Do we see that this person is also holding a cane? Excellent. So that is also connecting to the graphic feature. Nice job, Nikita. So now we were able to identify the text and graphic features of this section, correct? How can we explain, can you explain how the visuals show how dance is an art form? How is that showing that dance is an art form? Go ahead, Fiona.
Because it's cultural and like it also says for the slow graceful movement of dancing to the ground in the dance, which is the type of movements they use inside of the dance.
Excellent. So we have the slow, graceful movements. Excellent. And what other kind of movements do they do in the Japanese folk dance? What other kind of movements do they do, Amar?
They move around and
about their movements. What was it, Fiona? It's close to the end.
Delicate movement.
Good, delicate movement. So this word delicate is also connecting to how Japanese folk dance is connecting to an art form. Does that make sense? Okay, now for the Los Fietos, how do they move in the Los Fietos? How is the Los Fietos an art form? Nikita, how do they move?
There's one of us, and then speaking, dancing with lots of energy.
Excellent. So they start off slowly and then it gradually gets faster. So they use more what? Good. They have lots of energy towards the end, right? But it starts off slowly as they gradually begin to start using more energy. Does that make sense? Excellent. Now, were we able to identify the text and graphic features?
Yes.
Yes. Were we able to explain how the visuals are showing that dance is an art form?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Now, for the you do, independently, you're going to turn to page 344. So turn to the next page. You're going to read this page, and you're going to be answering these two questions. What new information do you learn from these text and graphic features? And how does this show art? I'm going to give you guys sentence starters so you can fill it in for me, okay? And you can use your anchor charts that are given to you to help you, okay? So it says, from the text and graphic features I learned, you're filling in those lines, and this shows art because you're filling in those lines, okay, Amar? We're not doodling. Here you go. Make sure you put your names on these, okay? Fiona, here you go. And I'm giving out success criteria for you as well. Be honest with yourself. If you feel like you can identify the text and graphic features, give yourself a check. If you don't think you can do it that well, that's okay. You can leave it blank. The next one, I can explain how the visuals show dance is an art form. If you think you can do that, give yourself a check. If not, it's okay. You have to be honest with yourself. Here you go, Mark. Nikita, Sophia, and Fiona. Here you go. You're welcome. This is independent. And don't forget about the checklist too, okay? You're filling out the sentence starter and then you're checking off the checklist as you go. Be honest. If you don't know how to do something, that's okay. You can leave the check blank. You could turn to the page or you could use this up here, okay? Because this is what we're using it for. Okay, when you're done, I'm going to collect it, but you guys did a very nice job.